Over the past 1 to 2 weeks, I had chats with many investors from overseas as well as people living here. There has been a lot of buzz in the market for this project by Emaar South when it comes to investment of like 1 to 1.2 million. So basically in this video, I'll be covering a fantastic investment opportunity if you are having a budget of 1 to 1.2 million. So in this range, this Emaar's new project Golf Edge was having a lot of buzz. A lot of people have shown interest and a lot of them are now frustrated because they were not able to get a unit at Emaar South. What I believe is, in a rush to secure a unit at Emaar South, particularly a one bed, so many investors are overlooking an opportunity that is under the radar that could deliver even higher returns. I'm talking about Damac Riverside. It's located in a more central location, offering better connectivity, a waterfront lifestyle, and a much more stronger investment case when it comes to, again, an investment size of within 1 million or 1.2 million. In this video, I'm planning to break down some numbers and analyze these projects. And let's understand why Damac Riverside could be a very nice investment choice when it comes to end users as well as investors. So this is going to be the flow of our video for today. I'll be talking about the location a bit in detail, the Emaar South location and the developments. And then I'll talk about both the developers, Emaar and Damac, and about the projects that we are talking about. The floor plan comparison, the payment plans, and different exit strategies in both projects. Current rental trends in these two locations, around these two locations where these projects belong to, and the rental and appreciation you can expect for these two projects separately, and whatnot. Last but not least, I'll be talking about some important remarks for investors who are eyeing on an investment of again 1 to 1.2 million around Dubai South, right? So let's get into the video. First of all, this is the Dubai map demarcated in this red outline. So this is the whole Dubai. This is where the old Dubai is. Dera, Golsuk, Dubai, the old Dubai. This was where the airport is also here. This is the airport. So this is the old Dubai. And this is Sheikh Zayed Road. This is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. These are the three main highways connecting the Emirates in Dubai. And there are some other main sub-highways like Al Khail Road, Al Line Road. So yeah, again, this is old Dubai. Dera, Dubai. This is where the initial Dubai originally was 25 years ago, where all this part was just bare land, just like these areas. These parts were also bare land. So this is where the old Dubai is. And then it started expanding along the Sheikh Zayed Road. This was the first phase of expansion. Downtown, Business Bay, along Jumeirah, Palm Jumeirah. So these areas got constructed, developed. And then after that, more recently, Dubai started expanding further inside towards the east and towards the south part, right? This is how Dubai has been developing. I will be making detailed videos in future about exactly about how the Dubai development had happened, and there are so many other videos available as well with timestamp for you to understand how Dubai was developed. So the most important thing for us to consider is Dubai is developing as part of a perfect plan, a perfect vision. That has been the case since its inception. And what's driving today is the Vision 2040 Urban Master Plan. I have spoken about this in many videos, and I'm sure you also must have heard of this Urban Vision 2040 Urban Master Plan. So as part of Vision 2040 Urban Master Plan, where is the government investing in infrastructure? Where is the government going? That is where we have to invest. That is where these top developers like Emaar, Damac, that is where these top developers go. They follow the trends of the government, and we should follow the trends of these top developers for us to make a lot of money, most amount of money, right? So based on that only, today's location, Dubai South, we'll understand Dubai South a bit in detail. If we zoom in, this is Palm Jebel Ali. This is the outline of Dubai South. So this is the whole Dubai South. This entire area was master planned by Dubai South developers. Again, this is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road, one of the main highways. This is Emirates Road, another main highway. This is Expo Road, one of the other main roads which was developed recently. So this is a very prime plot. Dubai South is one of the main areas where government is planning to do some big things. The biggest thing being that Al Maktoum International Airport, which is a 67 square kilometer, world's largest airport, which will be functional by 2030. And the next big thing is Expo City, Dubai's future business hub and exhibition hub. World Trade Center operations will be completely moved to this location. So this is Dubai South, right? And there's a lot about Dubai South, the population growth. 35% of the Dubai's GDP is going to be generated from Dubai South. So there's a lot happening as part of Vision 2040. This is a bit about it. And the projects that we are talking about today, one is here in Emaar South. The other one is here. So this is a project by Damac Properties and this is a project by Emaar. This is Riverside. This is Emaar South Golf Edge. So Emaar South Golf Edge is within the Dubai South Residential District, and Damac Riverside is next to the Dubai South Residential District. First of all, let's understand how prime of a location this Damac Riverside is located at compared to Emaar South. I'm not denying the fact that Emaar is the number one developer, the quality and everything, it's unparalleled. But when it comes to investments, we have to understand, I mean, if your objective is to maximize your ROI, then I believe if you are having a budget of 1 million, Damac Riverside is the best alternative, best option. If your objective is to own a piece of Emaar, if you really want a property because of that prestige, that name of Emaar, then it's a different story. Then we will have to discuss it separately, how we can secure a unit. You will have to, of course, increase the budget a bit because there's nothing at 1 million at Emaar right now. But if your objectives are pure appreciation, rental ROI, then definitely Damac is the option right now in Dubai South. So let's understand the location factor a bit and then let's go into the details. Emaar South, as you can understand, this is the Al Maktoum International Airport. This is going to be the world's largest airport. Currently, the operations are limited to this area. So this will be the expanded location for the airport. And this is Expo City. This Expo Road, this corridor, if you look at this corridor, there's Expo City, there's Jebel Ali Free Zone, there's Jebel Ali Port, there's Palm Jebel Ali. So this corridor, this road directly connects to all these locations very conveniently. Damac Riverside is here. Emaar South project was here. This is Emirates Road, this is Expo Road, and this is Mohammed bin Zayed Road. Now, let me also mark the main landmarks in this area. This is Expo 2020 Expo site, Expo City. This is the Jebel Ali Free Zone. This is the Jebel Ali Port. This is Palm Jebel Ali. This is the airport. On the other hand, if we go further into Dubai, there are so many other, like there's Dubai Marina, there's JBR. From here you can go to Business Bay. So all the main areas, Dubai Creek Harbour, which is going to be the future downtown of Dubai, world's tallest tower. Again, Dubai Creek Tower is coming in Dubai Creek Harbour. So all those are going to be in Dubai, right? So purely from a location connectivity point of view, it's very clear that Damac Riverside is located in a much more prime location, central location. It's central to Dubai South, very close to Dubai South. It's just a 5 to 10 minutes drive from the Al Maktoum International Airport, a 5 to 10 minutes drive from Expo City, and it's directly connected to Jebel Ali Free Zone, Jebel Ali Port. It's very directly connected, as well as it is again easily connected towards all the parts of the current Dubai, right? Whereas Emaar South is located on the other side of the airport, and every main landmark is towards Dubai side. Like, yeah, it's closer to Al Maktoum Airport, but it's further away from Expo City compared to Damac Riverside. Now, if you look at the people that are going to live in these communities, this is the other thing. In Emaar South, it is a predominantly golf community, so it is a more exclusive community who most likely people living there would be golf enthusiasts, right? That's a more niche crowd. Whereas Damac Riverside is a mixed use community. It's a waterfront living community, so there's going to be a lot of waterfront amenities, but it's a mixed use community, right? So people working in Expo City, people working in Al Maktoum Airport, for them, Damac Riverside would be more of a preferred choice. I mean, unless of course they are a golf enthusiast, right? For many reasons. Mainly the connectivity from there, like for example, if it's Expo City, is very, very much convenient. It's very much convenient to come from here to Expo City rather than coming from Emaar South, right? Yes, there are developments inside exclusivity as well, but those are going to be more expensive. So this is affordable living in very close proximity, right? So that's a bit about the location. Now let's move to the next part about the developers and the projects. According to DXB Interact, which is a government-backed data platform of in Dubai real estate, in 2024, in terms of sales value, Emaar has been number one, 56 billion. That was their sales figure for 2024. And then number two, Soba, 23 billion. Number three, Damac, 21 billion. So Damac, in terms of sales value, is among the top three developers. And then Nakhil, Miras, Bingati, so on and so forth. In terms of volume, Emaar has delivered 16,000. Emaar has, or rather, launched 16,000 units last year, followed by Damac, over 9,000, and then Soba, little less than 9,000. So basically, Damac is among the top three developers. Yes, no doubt, Emaar is number one. Absolutely no doubt in it. But Damac is number two, right? So investing in a number two developer is not bad. It's a good thing actually, where there's a significant price advantage and there's a location advantage as well, right? So that's the scale of the developers. Now let's understand the projects. The project by Emaar is called Golf Edge. I'll just briefly walk you through some renders of the brochure for us to get a feel of the project, and then I'll tell you what amenities are there in the community and in the project. So yeah, these are some renders. This is how the golf course views are going to look like. Of course, golf course views are very expensive, and I must mention, one bedrooms in this project are already sold out. So the reason why I am making this video is for those of you who missed opportunity of securing a one bed at Emaar, there's good news, right? That is basically the point of this video. So these are the views. And this is the location. If you understand, Emaar South is here. So yeah, this is a bit of the location. Some renders. These are some of the main amenities you can expect: an 18-hole championship golf course, which is the main thing there, right? And it is a big thing. It's a pretty big thing. Anywhere in the world, I think golf course is a unique feature and it adds value, right? Even in Dubai Hills Estate, even in Emaar South, the townhouses or large investments, when you are investing like 2-3 million, absolutely no doubt, townhouses, golf course investments are a no-brainer for sure, no doubt in it, right? But I'm talking about a specific case when you are having a budget of 1 million. Uh, what can we look at, right? So these are some of the amenities that you can expect in this community. It's a very nice, peaceful community to live, definitely. Next, let's go to Damac Riverside. The apartments are called Riverside Views. So these are some of the renders of the Riverside Views. This is a waterfront community, whereas Emaar is a golf-facing community. So these are the apartments. I will show you the master plan as well. So this is how the master plan is going to look like, and let's understand the amenities also. So these are the apartments. So this is Al Yalai Street and this is Emirates Road. So these are the apartments. This is the triangle that we saw in the map, right? So these are the apartments. These are the townhouses. 95% of the townhouses, I think it's more than 95%, already sold out. There's a very handful of townhouses available for sale. These are the apartments. So, and if you look at the amenities, it's a predominantly waterfront lifestyle. There's a clubhouse and retail spaces. There's hydroponic farm, an essential oils lake, an amphitheater, kids adventure lane, floating cinema, island restaurant, floating opera, gaming zones, and so many other amenities, right? So these are some of the renders. Just let's try to feel how it would feel like to live in this community, right? So if that feeling is a very nice feeling, and I'm sure there's going to be demand for that product, right? That's what we need to understand. And again, it's the second largest developer, and they did a very very fantastic job with Damac Lagoons. It's almost about to be handed over, and the appreciation was crazy. So this is again another waterfront community, so we can expect the same similar of better quality when it comes to this product. These are some renders. Sports area, calisthenics and open gyms and open sports areas, restaurants, boulevards, and the river that's flowing. that just let's try to feel the breeze, how it will feel like to have, sit in one of these tables, have a chat and relax, chill over a cup of coffee. So that's a nice vibe, right? And to own an apartment in one of these buildings, once this location is fully completed, once this entire Dubai, so like by 2030, 2031, 2030 through 2032, once the airport is fully functional, once this community is going to be fully active and live, there's going to be a lot of buzz, there's going to be, a lot of units are going to be on short-term rentals, people are going to come here, live here. So just picture this 5 6 years down the line, right? So yeah, these are the brief of the two projects. Now let's understand, let's move to the next section, the floor plans, right? So Damac, I'm talking about one beds here. If your investment size is above 1.3, 1.4, or above like 1.5 million, let's hop on a Zoom call again and let's discuss what other options we have. Or maybe I'll be making another video for that investment size. I'm talking about 1 million investments, right? So one beds, let me walk you through the floor plans. You have a open kitchen with a kitchen aisle. To the left side, you have the powder room, you have the living and dining area, a large balcony, and an ensuite bedroom, master room with a walk-in closet, right? Size is about 785, 790 square foot. That's the average size. There are multiple floor plans for Emaar South Golf Edge. It's going to be more or less similar in terms of like unit placements. There's a bit of a difference, but overall, all in all, this is going to be this is how it's going to look like. You have an open kitchen, fully open kitchen, living area, living and dining area, balcony, a master bedroom, walk-in wardrobe, and a master bathroom, which is not an ensuite bathroom. It's a common bathroom because there is no powder room in this layout. But the sizes this time MR has worked on their sizes. It's pretty big, 800 square foot, which is a decent size, right? So that's the flow. That's a bit about the floor plans. Now let's understand the payment plan and exit strategies. So this was the payment plan for MR South Golf Edge. Again, one beds are already sold out, and no point hoping for a one bed because it's highly unlikely to get a one bed at cancellation, right? 10% down, 10% on March, 20% every year until handover, and 20% at handover, right? So this was how the payment plan looked like. And when you talk about the exit strategies, I mean, this is already sold out. So if you're someone who already owns or who got the opportunity to own an apartment, own a one bed, then this might be helpful for you. You could resell once you are done with 30% plus the 4% DLD fee. So 34%, this is where you can start reselling, but that's not advisable to resell at that point. You'll have to wait for some time to maximize the appreciation, right? So you could again sell your property here. This is a decent time for a resale if you are, if you have other plans, if you want to flip with a marginal appreciation. Like you could expect an appreciation of around 25% by this time. Total investment is like 50%, so you are looking at a return on equity invested, ROE, is going to be about 50%, right? The next exit point would be once you are done with the 80% payment, you have a little over 1 year until you are done with the completion. So complete the 80%, wait for another 6 7 months. Yeah, the project is almost completed, so there would be demand for that. People who want to come and live there, end users, right? You can sell at a significant premium. That's a very nice, sweet exit point that you can look at. And the next exit point would be again not soon after completion, but sometime like 6 7 months after completion. Once people have resold and once everything is settled down, you can consider a resale at that point, right? These are some of the exit strategies. Obviously, the next option is going to be to have the unit, hold the unit for some time and rent it out, right? You can expect a decent rental. We'll understand the rentals as well. Look at Damac Riverside. This is the payment plan for Damac Riverside. 20% down, 1% every month starting from the third month. So if you pay 20% today, from April, you'll be paying 1% a month. On the 14th month, 2026, around March, April, you'll be paying another 5%. From there onwards, every 6 months, you are paying a balloon payment of 5%. And other than that, it's going to be 1% monthly. So again, it's going to be 20% per year, right? Both projects, that's the case. But here you have a little bit of a higher flexibility when it comes to the payment plan, right? Talking about the exit strategies again, yes, you can sell off after once you are done with 30%, but that's not advisable. If you are really in a hurry to flip, then yeah, you can flip once you're done with 40 or 50% of the payments. The best case would be for you to flip the property closer to handover once you are done with 70% of the payment, right? You'll be having a few months there, around 5 to 6 months until you get the project at handover. So that time you can flip the property, a minimum of like around 65 to 70% of an appreciation. And we are looking at a total return on equity invested because you would have completed 70% of the payment plan. So return on equity invested would be about 100%. And the next option, if you are to flip, would be to wait some time from handover, like 1 year. Let whoever wants to flip, let them flip the properties. Once those are done, then you can flip the property at a significantly higher appreciation, right? And of course, the next option would be to hold it for some time and rent it out. So for us to understand these numbers in detail, we'll have to jump on a Zoom meet. I have done detailed Excel analysis for these both these options. We can walk you through the numbers and we can understand in detail, right? Most importantly, the one bed starting prices are 900,000, whereas for Emaar it was around 1.2 million and above, right? So now that we went through the payment plans, now that we went through the renders and all, let me go back to the map once again and let's understand again how prime this project or how underrated this project is, right? This is Emaar South. Rentals for one beds and Emaar South maximum currently at 65,000 per annum. That's the maximum rentals at Emaar South. Whereas on the other side of the airport, I've taken Dubai South residential district for comparison purposes. Towers, the highest rentals for one beds going at 81,000 per annum at Magpie Boulevard, which is a gated community. When it comes to individual towers, Celestia and there was another tower by Damac, and some other towers are yielding high rentals like 75, 80,000 per annum in this location, right? So for a gated community, which is a very old one, Magpie Boulevards, it's yielding 81,000 dirhams annual rentals, right? That basically shows the difference of rentals and why is that? Because this location overall, this location is more closer to Dubai and other parts compared to this location, right? Of course, the future rentals, it's not going to stay same. It's obviously it's going to increase once the airport is functional, once all these developments are up and running. So, but anyways, there's going to be a rental difference for sure because the location factor is going to play a key role. Now, one thing that I should mention about Damac Riverside is, now this I said this is Damac Riverside. Next to Damac Riverside, there are three communities by Emaar. This is Emaar Oasis. This whole community is Emaar Oasis, one of the prime communities. This is another Emaar community, and this is another Emaar community. One is Emaar Heights Country Club, and the other one is Grand Polo Resort. So, Damac Riverside is located between three big Emaar communities. What does that tell? Right? That's a very key thing that we need to understand. Okay. So now let's understand the appreciation and rental you can expect for these projects once they are ready. Now Emaar South starting price is 1.2 million. Damac Riverside starting price is 900,000. Sizes, price per square foot, price including the Dubai Land Department, all inclusive price I mentioned. Annual rentals, we just saw the maximum rentals for Emaar South one beds are 65,000, and considering the developments it's Emaar, we can expect like 100,000 to 110,000 by the time of handover. I think that's possible. So the net rental ROI once the service charges are deducted is going to be 7.9%, 8% for Emaar. When we go to Damac Riverside, as I said, currently rentals are going at like 80,000 close to that location. And there's a lot of developments, the connectivity factor and everything. I think 110,000 is a very, very, very practical rental increment that we can expect. Over the past 12 months, for your information, over the past 12 months in Dubai, the rentals have appreciated by about 20% per year, right? And that has been the case for the past few years. And that is likely to be the case in maybe not in the central parts of Dubai, maybe they are already appreciated, but these locations are upcoming, right? The airport is not yet predominantly function. Expo City, there's a lot yet to happen at Expo City. So with all these developments, yes, these figures are very, very practical, right? And I genuinely believe Damac Riverside can perform even higher than this, but let's assume 110,000. Considering it's a graded community, it's a waterfront community, brand new community, right? McFly Boulevard, which was like completed, I think it was back in 2019. So such an old community is yielding 80%, 80,000 dirhams of a rental, where there's not much happening around right now. Once the entire community, once the entire surrounding is going to be big talk in Dubai. Just imagine the numbers. This is going to surpass this, and I think even Emaar South also would perform better than this. Uh, but still, what we need to understand is, if you are having a budget of 1 million, just look at the ROI. You are going to get a rental ROI of more than 10% at Damac Riverside, just because the investment value is small and the location is more central, right? Uh, in terms of appreciation, yes, I would say Emaar South again it's going to be more or less similar, but Emaar being Emaar, it's a golf community. Once the South Airport is functional, there is going to be demand for the golf community next to the airport. Yes, appreciation would be a little higher in Emaar, but Damac is also going to keep pace with that appreciation, I'm pretty sure. So all in all, if you're having an investment size of 1 million, and if you miss the opportunity at Emaar South, or if you're still exploring, then definitely this is currently one of the best options available in the market, that I would say for you to take into consideration, for you to look at. So now we have come to the conclusion of the video. Let me give you some important remarks that I have in mind. I'm not saying Emaar is a bad investment. Obviously, absolutely no doubt, Emaar is number one. Emaar is the best developer in my point of view also. They built Dubai, they built Burj Khalifa, they built Dubai Marina, they built downtown, they are building Dubai Creek Harbour, Dubai's Emaar South, lot of other amazing, phenomenal investments, and uh, they played a pivotal role in building Dubai. So no doubt Emaar is Emaar. But when it comes to investments, we should be very specific. If your investment size is 1 million, 1.2 million, then what is the best option? Is it worth going for MR, or is it worth going for some other location, right? Of course, again, if you really want to own something in MR, if that's like more than the ROI aspect, if that's what you want, then yes, it's a separate discussion. But if you are looking to maximize your rental ROI, then I think Damac Riverside is currently one of the nice options for many reasons. It is a gated community, and investing at the very beginning of a gated community is always a game changer. It has been the case in any gated community, be it any a gated community by Damac, by Emaar, by any other developer, right? Just some key examples, like we can understand how Dubai Hills by Emaar, how people saw crazy appreciation. People who invested 2 million, 2.5 million for townhouses back in 2014, 2015. Now those townhouses are trading at like 12, 13, 14, even 15, 16 million, right? That's phenomenal. And the rental ROI, if you look at the original investment value, is going to up more than 20, 25%. So that's a very, 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 you know, when you invest at the very beginning of a master community. Same thing with Damac Lagoons. It's not yet handed over, it's not yet rented out, but the appreciations back in 2019, 1.5, 1.6 million, and today 3 million, right? 100% of an appreciation in just like what, 5 years? Yeah. So if you invest at the beginning of a master community, that's a game changer. So Riverside, there's not much of developments are going to come there. It's a very exclusive, a small, limited, 10 million square foot. It's a very small master community. That's also one main aspect. Investing in a smaller master community, once it's gone. Then people will want to buy, 3-4 years down the line, once the proper project is closer to get ready, once you see all these water features, people will want to buy properties there because it's gone. It's a very prime location. Yeah. So considering all these factors, I genuinely believe if your investment value is 1 million or 1.2 million, then yes, Damac Riverside is something that you can look at. If you're looking at various other locations for investments apart from Dubai South, yeah, there are good, nice investment options in along a line road, or even in the central part of Dubai. Yes, there are other options. And if your investment value is like 1.5 million plus, yes, we can look at some nice investment options even in Emaar. Like for example, there are some options available at Expo City by Emaar Terra Heights, and another new project is coming up by Expo developers. I will be making a video about that also in the near future. So yes, if that's the case, or if you have various other objectives in mind which you need to discuss, clarify, which you need someone to discuss together, think loud, and understand the market, I'm always available. Please drop me a message. I'd be really really glad to have a chat with you, discuss with you, and see how I can add value to your investment. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you like my content, I would really appreciate if you can like my video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with whoever you feel would benefit out of my content. So that's about it. Signing off until next time.